Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Fate Grand Order Servant. This is the newest servant. I think this is the New Year servant for 2026. This is Lord Logres and I will be doing the servant analysis for this character in this video. Now as always I will be reacting to the character's animation demonstration, skills, noble phantasms, check out like the details, like the skill set and all that, and give my impressions on this character. So yeah, let's see what happens. As always, the original video that I will be the video that I'll be reacting to, the original link to that will be in the description box if you want to check it out. And yeah, let us get started then. So Lord Logres, obviously we have seen Lord Logres before in I think like it was like the Grandcaster, right? It was the Grandcaster where we saw Lord Logres. Yeah, we saw Lord Logres over there, and we already have her here in the game. So yeah, let's get started. So Fate Grand Order, Lord Logres, 5-star Saber, servant demonstration. Here we go. Oh, there she is. Oh! Oh damn! Yo, this looks so beautiful. Bruh. Wait, what? Oh damn! Okay, she looks like a premium version Artoria Saber. like an upgraded version. Obviously, that is Artoria Saber, but Alright, let's see the animations. Wait, she has a anti-enforcement. Okay. Okay, the face card looks really good. Oh damn! Yo, the dragon themed attacks are gonna be cool. Wow. Damn. Oi! Yo, 2 years later, I'm definitely getting her. This is some premium set of animations. Like, I like the front facing face. I don't know, it looks really good. FGO usually doesn't do that, but oh my god! Wow. I want someone to go back in time and show when FGO was starting, show someone this video. Imagine. Yo. Oh my god. This animation is crazy. The special effect is like, oh my god. Oh yeah. Wait, I just realized this is just the first Ascension animation. So there'll be more. Oh my god. Yo. This in itself is already so crazy. Damn. Alright, skill animations. Let's see. Damn! That's a skill animation? Wait. Cooldown is 10? What type of a crazy ass skill is that? Yo, these are some crazy cooldowns. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's really good. That is really good.
敵軍は払われました。未来と勝利はあなたに。
Okay. Oh my god! Oh, this looks so good!
天地明道エクスカリバーエクセルスス
Wait, is that the dress that she like? I saw her like I saw a different dress
お
in.
腹は空いていません。
Wow, she comments on how she's not hungry. Okay, wait a minute. Is this? I feel like I've seen a dress like this before in one of the anniversary arts. Oh no, this is different. Never mind. Wait, she was just riding on the sword?
わかりました。頼もしい。答えます。
Okay, come on. New set of animations?
岩の城を砕くように。
Oh my
これな
god!
らどうあっても
Oh my god!
退場
Oh
の
my,
時です。
oh my god, what is happening? Yo!
解放。
Nah man, this is some premium quality animations we are getting. This is really beautiful.
吉野に
No wonder she's a Fate,
答えます。
you know,
頼も
of
しい
Fate Grand
答え
Order.
ます。
They went full out on her. Like every single thing.
足を止めて仕留めます。
Oh damn. Oh!
次に波。
What?
退場の時です。
Oh damn.
これは理想を示す戦いである。
Yeah. Amazing. This is really good.
答えます。頼もしい。答えます。行きますね。
Okay, that was cool.
剣は大きく。
Wow.
これならどうあっても。ここまでにしておきましょう。
Nice. Okay. Let's see the skill animations. I think they probably changed. Let's
圧
see.
倒します。
Yeah.
あとはよろしく。竜よ。
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
これいいのいいのです。狙いは先ほどからとっくに。わかりました。答えます。
Okay.
であれば装いはこのように消え去る時です。
Damn.
クスカリバー。次の戦場で会いましょう。
Okay, there you go. Wow, that was really good. You know what? Yeah, no wonder. You know, like, she's a New Year servant. Also, the first servant, I think, after the final chapter,
おてんばが過ぎ
it
ました
makes
ね。
sense why they went
次は甲冑
full
姿
out
の
with
私
her.
でお願いします。
Wait, is there more?
いいだろう。
Oh,
その挑戦受けて立つ。
okay.
前例を出す。エクスカリバー。
Damn.
我が前に敵なし。
Okay, so she's wearing her like her armor and everything in this one. Okay. You know what? The second Ascension looks really pretty. This one also looks really good. Also, will this have a new set of animations? Let's see. I think so.
いいでしょう。剣のもとに。いいでしょう。ふっ
Oh yes! Yes! Okay, 3 set of animations. God damn! Wow.
やり過ごせると思わぬことだ。
Yo, you're going to destroy the phone. Like seriously, what is going on? Each and every attack is on the same, like, you know, like quality as a noble phantasm when FGO started.
まさしくいいでしょう。剣のもとに背後を取るまでもない。
Oh my god, yo.
重ねる。
Ooh. Yo.
やり過ごせると思わぬことだ。
Wait, I just realized something. Every new year we are getting like a saber, right? For example, this new year in NA we are getting Yamato Takeru. Next new year I think it's Richard. The year after that is this.
いいでしょう。
I just realized that.
そこだ。
Oh my god. Okay, that was very cool.
空を制し。そこか。
Wait, what the? Oh my god.
星を。
That one?
星を見せよ。
That one was the coolest out of all of the animations I've seen. That one was the coolest. Okay.
アレーリュー躍動。
Damn.
この点未来。風よ見届けたまえ。
Nice.
最悪を払いましょう。まさしく剣のもとに。
Alright, let's end it with another Excalibur. Yes.
束ねれば星の息吹。輝ける命の本流。勝利は我が手に。エクスカリバーエクセレシス。
Right.
「過不足のない戦いでした」「上昇の秘訣はバランスを取ることです」
Wow, that was something. Okay, that's it. That was something. Yeah, so basically Artoria, but you know, like it's like a premium ultra version of Artoria we've gotten. Wait, let me check what are people saying in the comments. Servant with different animation per ascension, yeah. She's power creeping every saver. Coughing baby versus hydrogen. Right, okay. So there you go. That was a Lord Logres 5-star saber servant demonstration. Yeah, every single animation was the best. I think like each and every animation is like top notch. I don't think I've ever said this before. Maybe I have. Maybe like, you know, I think like it probably like in certain characters like Space Erishkigal or maybe you know, like Aoko or something, I've said like each and every animation is really good. But this is another character where each and every animation is like one of the best. All the ascensions are really good. All the ascension animations are really good. And you know, it so that basically means, you know, like you can just change in whatever ascension and, you know, enjoy that particular style of animation for a while. Usually I have like a favorite. I would say like maybe like third ascension is my most favorite one. Maybe like the second ascension is the most favorite one. Each and every ascension is really good. I do have a preference though. The second ascension, that ascension I'm talking about, looked really pretty. like visual wise, I really like the second Ascension one, the one where she was like wearing the white dress, that one. However, animation wise, each and every animation is top notch. There's nothing that I like more than the other. Like each of them has like something that I like, so it is like amazing, in that sense. The Noble Phantasm is basically like Artoria Noble Phantasm, but with extra special effects and a certain like section at the end which was extra, where after using Excalibur, she looks at the camera again and then stands, and all the like thing. That one was like completely like a new thing that obviously the OG Artoria doesn't have. But like everything is like an upgraded version of the OG Artoria, it seems like, basically. So yeah, overall looks amazing. I love her Ascension so much. Her character design looks so good. She has a crown on her head, one of the best things. Like I like having a crown. She's a king, for God's sake. Like obviously you should wear a crown. First time I've seen like a servant, I think, wear a crown in FGO, or maybe there are characters that wear a crown. Are there? I don't remember. There's so many characters in FGO, you just cannot remember nowadays. But anyways, like at least to my, like as far as I can remember, she's one of the characters who has a crown, and I love that. That crown on top of her head looks really amazing. Like the armor that she's wearing, the Excalibur, looks really majestic. Everything looks majestic. This is a king. You look at this character and you're like, yes, that is a king. So yeah, like absolutely amazing. Like, yeah. It's funny because I've been seeing, like I've been hearing like on Twitter, everyone just being very concerned about whether FGO is going to like stop, or like EOS is happening or something, and then they put out this. You think they'll stop? You think FGO is going to stop now? I don't think so, man. It'll be hilarious if they after after releasing Lord Logres, if they suddenly a week later they're like, all right, we're shutting FGO down. That'll be hilarious. I don't think so. Yeah, the story has probably ended. Something new will start, surely. FGO ain't going anywhere. Like I said, I'll be very surprised if they actually like stop the game, especially after this that we see, like crazy. Anyways, loved it. Like it's been a while I've been this like fascinated looking at a character, FGO character animation. That was well worth it. Yeah, so there you go. That is it. That was my reaction to Lord Logres servant demonstration. Now, as always, I'm going to go and check out her Ascension arts. Okay, so first Ascension art is this one, and as you can see, yeah, she's there. The armor and everything. Like I said, I like each and every Ascension. Each and every Ascension art is really cool. I do prefer the second Ascension a little bit more than the other two, but each of them has its own charm. This has I really love the armor's design in this one. It has like a red and like a golden type of thing. There's a freaking dragon at the back. She's wearing her crown. She has her Excalibur with her. And oh, another thing I forgot to mention before. I should have mentioned it while talking about the character animation. I like the face card. The face card is like looking at you like directly. I remember someone said this in the Grandcaster video. I remember like in one of the comments, someone said something along the lines of that, oh, the character, like the way they're like standing now, the character sprite looks like a fighting, the fighting arcade games. It looks like one of those characters, and they're like slightly moving and everything, so it looks different. It looks very good, very unique. Usually FGO characters either show their back or their side face. Here they're like she's like showing her front, like part kind of. So it's different. It looks good. Here as well, it kind of looks like that, like the frontal part we're getting to see, from like an angle. Looks really good. And yeah, the background is really cool. There's like dragon and lava and everything. And Lord Logres looks really good. I love her little the cape thing with the fluffy white thing that she's wearing. I don't know what they're called. The fur thing that she's wearing looks really cool. Shoes, the shoes looks pretty nice as well. That's a fancy ass shoe. Yeah, really good character design. Love this. Okay, now let me move on to the second Ascension, which is my favorite one. This one looks beautiful, absolutely amazing. You know, like the big long dress, white dress, with the, like I said, she looks like some kind of like a obviously she is royalty, but like this is like some sort of like a royal dress or something. It looks like, again, love the crown on her head. Absolutely amazing. Caliber looks really good in front of her like this as she's holding it like this, and yeah, looks really nice. I think while reacting to this, I said that this dress reminded me of one of the dresses they show in the anniversary trailers. The anniversary trailers. I don't exactly remember which anniversary it was, but I remember in one of the anniversary trailers they showed like the characters wearing like these type of like red and white dresses, like big dresses. So it's kind of like that. But anyways, like this looks really good. My most favorite one, the animation. If you remember, there was like a slight little movement where she moves from one part to another, where she actually sits on top of a sword. That's very like I don't know, like it looks really nice. It looks very cute, I guess. She's like kind of sits down on her sword and then just moves and then gets out again. I don't know. That looks really cute. Yeah. Again, my favorite, most favorite Ascension art out of the other two, but all the Ascension arts are really good. Animation wise, each and every Ascension art animations have something unique with them. So each and every Ascension art animation is good. So but yeah, art wise, this is my favorite. This looks really nice. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. And here we have the third Ascension, and this is obviously Lord Logres. Frontal picture. No, like I don't know, like looks really good with the Excalibur in front of her. Behind there's like some sort of a castle, like on like a mountain top, like a hill. And yeah, and full plated armor, and like yeah, like it looks, it looks a lot like OG Saber's final Ascension with like a lot of armor and everything. But like I said, this armor looks way more fancier. It looks, I don't know, it looks more royal, more cooler. And the armor design looks really nice. I love like the like obviously she has like the chest plate that she has, and like the arm, like like the plates and everything. She has the whole fur like mantle kind of thing, which looks really cool. And then she has like on the side of the legs, she has like more plates in a very like fancy like plates, like not just plain plates. They have like a really cool design to it, which makes it look so much better, I think. And like having the Excalibur literally in front of you at its full glory also makes it look really good. So another really good Ascension art. This is the third Ascension art. And then we have the final Ascension, which is this one. And oh my god, she's posing. She looks really good here. Yeah, she's posing with the Excalibur. And oh no, that's the scabbard. Oh yeah, Excalibur is on her right hand. That's the scabbard that she has on, in front of her. Also, that's what I was thinking. There was like one of the animations where she uses like her left hand or something to open like the whole dimension or something, which I said is the coolest animation out of all. She was using her scabbard over there, which makes sense. Like obviously, Excalibur's like like her scabbard has a lot of like like different properties and everything. Like it's also something that is very important. Like this is one thing that I remember, where I don't exactly remember where it was, but I remember in one whichever fate it was. I don't remember exactly which fate it was. I remember Artoria explaining how her scabbard is like the most important part of her sword, because like I think like Merlin said something along the lines of how much important her like scabbard is, even more important than her sword in itself. um and like yeah, and we know that we've seen like like a lot of things like that her scabbard. I think like her scabbard, correct me if I'm wrong, it obviously it like literally keeps you like it doesn't let you die, like high speed regeneration and stuff. Shiro had it within him, you know, and that's why he just, you know, like he didn't die. He was able to get away from a lot of life in that situation. But yeah, anyways, I went on a tangent. But yeah, looks really good. Absolutely fantastic. Background looks fantastic with the different stars and everything. Yeah, amazing. Right. And there you go. Those were the Ascension arts. Now let me move on to the skills. I'm very interested in this because I saw a few of the skills have like 10 cooldown, which means it will be something very, very crazy. Can you imagine a skill having 10 cooldown? No, it must be something busted. So let's see. Okay, first and foremost, she has 3 buster cards, 1 quick card and 1 arts card. Her buster has 4 hits, arts has 4 hits, quick has 5 hits, extra has 5 hits, and then her noble phantasm has 5 hits. Okay. Okay, now the skills. Skill number 1, Finish Dragon EX. Grants self a large NP gain every turn for 5 turns. Oh, okay. Grants debuff immunity 1 time for 5 turns. Increases resistance to buff removal. Okay, 1 time for 5 turns. And grants self 1000 HP reduction every turn. Treated as a buff. Okay, 5 turns, and this is obviously a demerit. You know, 1000 HP reduction every turn for 5 turns means quite a bit of, like, you know, reduction in HP. Wait, what's her max HP? 1363. Okay, so basically at the end of the 5 turns you're getting like a 5000 reduced HP. Okay, that's quite a bit, right? I think this is going to come into account later because as they mentioned here in brackets, this is treated as a buff. Must be for some kind of a reason, which we'll see later. Okay, so max cooldown is 10, as you can see, and then minimum cooldown is 8. So quite a big amount. Now NP per turn on self for 5 turns at level 10 is 50. And that is insane. Every turn you're getting that for 5 turns. Every turn you're getting an NP regeneration of 50%. That is some next. I don't think I've ever seen a character getting like a normal NP generation using a skill. Yeah, there's plenty of servants who get like 50% NP charge immediately after you press a skill. There's a lot of servants who gets 100% as well. That is not something that is, you know, like that surprising. This, however, this is NP regeneration. So every turn you're getting an NP regen of 50%. That's why it's called grants self a large NP gain. And it is large, 50%. Can you imagine? Wow, that is insane. No wonder the skill cooldown is 8. And this skill remains inactive for 5 turns, which is way more than normal skills, which is usually for 3 turns. Okay, and then we have buff removal resist. At level 1 is 50% and level 10 is 100% buff removal resist. Okay, buff removal resist 1 time 5 turns. Yeah, resistance to buff removal. And immunity, debuff immunity as well, 1 time 5 turns. Okay. So, very first skill, busted. You know, 50% skill NP regeneration is crazy. It's crazy. You can loop with her effortlessly. Oh my god. Okay, skill 2 is called Rex Miro World A. Okay. Increase attack power of all allies for 3 turns, critical damage for 3 turns, critical damage resistance for 3 turns, plus gains a large number of critical stars. Okay, max cooldown 8, minimum cooldown 6. This is normal. You know, minimum cooldown 6, max cooldown 8. This is like normal, you know, like numbers. Okay, apply attack up on party for 3 turns. At level 1 is 10%, at level 10 is 20%. Makes sense. It's a party wise, you know, increase in attack. So 20% is, you know, it makes sense. Critical damage up for party for 3 turns. At level 1 is 20%. At level 10 is 30% increase in critical damage. Okay, makes sense. And then we have critical damage resistance. which again on party for 3 turns. Level 1 is 20%, level 10 is 30%. Okay, so and then gain critical stars, which is at level 10 is 50 critical stars. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, this skill I would say obviously compared to the first skill is a lot more normal, you know, but 50 critical star gain is crazy as well. But other than that, it's normal because you know it's normal, like increase attack, increase critical damage, and increase critical damage resistance. So it's a normal skill, you know. Alright, let's look at skill number 3. Alright, this is called Ennis Guitarin, or I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. So let's see. Grants self anti-purge defense status twice, 3 turns, okay, and boosts Buster card performance 3 turns, thus advances all allies skill charge by 2, plus grants self after 3 turns, grants Lake Water Dream status, which is a special sleep state resistance. No, special sleep state. Resistance nullified. Cannot be removed. Cannot select sacrifices. Cannot change orders. Oh. Okay. So 6 turns. 4 turns at level 6 and 2 turns at level 10. Okay. Status. Resistance nullified cannot be removed 3 turns demerit. Oh no, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is confusing me. Special sleep state, resistance nullified, cannot be removed, cannot select sacrifice, cannot change order. Okay. Uh 6 turns, 4 turns. 6 turns, 4 turns at level 2 turns at level 10 status. Resistance nullified cannot. Okay, I don't get this. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. First and foremost, the cooldown, max cooldown is 12, minimum cooldown is 10. Again, a huge number. But makes sense. It gives you anti-purge defense status twice for 3 turns, and buster performance increases, advances all allies charge by 2, you know, all that stuff that it does. Okay, apply buster card up on self for 3 turns, and at level 1 is 30%, level 10 is 30%, 50%. Big buster damage increase for 3 turns. Obviously, reduce cooldown for party by 2, which is again pretty damn crazy. You know, it's a lot. It's a huge amount. But then what I'm confused about is this one, this permanent sleep thing that she gets. So 500% chance to apply trigger skill after that triggers a skill on self. And wait a minute. Okay, I get that, but one thing I don't get is what is this? Like, there's a part where it's saying like 6 turns, 4 turns at level 6 and 2 turns at level 10. What does that mean? Wait a minute, I'm getting confused by this. Wait a minute, let me check Reddit. Is there like a let me check if there's like a skill explanation in Reddit. I cannot find it. Also, I'm scared of searching Reddit in case I get freaking spoiled or something. I don't think I'm like, you know, like there's any spoilers here. Even if there's spoilers, they're probably spoil tagged it. I cannot find any explanation. I'm a bit too early probably. Okay, I don't get this. If you want, you can explain this in the comments. Like, I understand the permanent sleep part, but I don't understand this part where there's like a bracket and it's written here 6 turns and then there's a comma, 4 turns at level 6, comma, 2 turns at level 10 status. What does this mean? I thought what this means is that the higher your skill level is, the lesser is the duration of the permanent sleep. That's what I thought, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me know in the comments. I don't understand this part. But yeah, still it's a crazy thing, because not only are you getting like anti-purge for 2 times 3 turns, you're reducing your party cooldown by 2, which includes you as well. So so obviously there will be a demerit, and the cooldown is pretty damn big. So yeah, but like I said, I think there's something else to this which I'm not understanding. But yeah, anyways, next, the noble phantasm is called Excalibur Excelsus. Okay, grants self-piercing invincibility 1 turn, okay, and increase noble phantasm power for 1 turn, and effect increases with overcharge, okay, plus powerful threat to humanity special attack on all enemies. Increase attack power of all allies 3 turns, and increase NP, and grants a state that increase the charge state by 1 when using a noble phantasm. 1 time, 3 turns, and recovers HP. Oh boy, alright. So, first, ignore invincible. Self-ignore invincible 1 turn, okay. Increase NP damage up on self, which increases with overcharge. At level 1 it's 20%, at level 5 it's a 60% increase in NP damage up, which is crazy. Okay, then we have deal damage with super effective damage of 200% against threat to humanity to all enemies. So any enemy which has threat to humanity, like like attribute, more damage. At NP level 1 it's 300%, at level 5 it's 500% extra damage. Okay, then obviously you have apply attack up on party for 3 turns, 20% increase attack, and then you have overcharge up of 1 on party, 1 time 3 turns, restore HP 2000 by 2000 for party. So there you go. Right, yeah, and that was the noble phantasm. One thing I was saying, like the HP reduction every turn, like I said, which is treated as a buff, I was thinking, why was it treated as a buff? And then I realized why, because it increases the resistance to buff removal. So if it is treated as a buff, you cannot remove that. That's what it means. So if you're, I just realized that now. I thought it's going to come into effect later on in some other skill or the noble phantasm and something. No, it is literally, it's self-explanatory here, because this skill increases resistance to buff removal 1 time 5 turns. So at level 10 it's 100% resistance. So basically, if you use this skill, and if you have like some sort of a skill from some other character, or maybe like some command like card or something, I don't know, which you can use to remove debuffs, you cannot use that here, because if you use this, since this is treated as a buff, this HP reduction, 1000 HP reduction every turn, since this is treated as a buff, it won't be removed. But obviously it's only for 1 time, so once you use something like that, that 1 time buff removal is going to disappear. So then I guess you can remove it if you have some other way of removing it, But like I said, for 5 turns, 1000 HP reduction seems pretty damn big, because at the end of the 5th turn, your main HP will be 5000 less. Now imagine if you use that skill again. So that is a kind of something that you have to keep in mind, I guess. Obviously the first skill is giving you NP regeneration of 50% every turn. They are going to throw something like that, like this, like a demerit, like a huge demerit. So yeah. Anyways, this is a tricky character, I feel like she has like a lot of crazy things going on, but at the same time they also put on quite a few demerits to kind of balance it. Otherwise she would be broken. Her NP is crazy, her first skill is absolutely insane, third skill is pretty damn crazy as well, so they added like a few like demerits and stuff just to make her like not like a broken ass character completely. So yeah, anyways, if I misunderstood something in these skills, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I still don't understand the third skill about the whole lake water dream status, because like it is saying it cannot be removed, cannot select sacrifice, which makes sense, because Oberon literally has a similar skill, where you go into like eternal sleep. It cannot be removed, you cannot do anything with that. It makes sense. But the thing here which is kind of confusing me is like literally exactly after that it's written here 6 turns, 4 turns at level 6, 2 turns at level 10 status. I don't know what that means, so let me know in the comments what this actually means. So yeah, anyways, so there you go guys, that was Lord Logres. Yeah, I think she's broken, not broken, but she's very very good. Or maybe she is broken, I don't know. I guess people who will be using her on the battlefield will probably realize how good she is. Because I think like the whole 50% NP regeneration in itself is absolutely insane. So I think you can effortlessly loop with her. Not only that, the fact that she has such high damage, like for example, her noble phantasm gives like a huge amount of damage, especially for characters who have threat to humanity. Even if you don't have threat to humanity, you're going to deal like a crazy amount of damage. Then you have one of the skills which increases buster effect, I think. Yeah, third skill increases buster effect by 50% for 3 turns. Then you have like the second skill which gives you attack up. The noble phantasm gives your party attack up. So all these things little by little, all these add up to probably like make her deal a huge amount of damage. So I think like she's gonna be crazy. She'll probably be able to loop effortlessly with the help of Koyanskaya, and like I think you'll be able to do a lot of crazy stuff with her, and like deal huge amounts of damage. That's what I think. Oh, I forgot to see her passives. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I should have. Wait a minute, let me just check. Magic resistance A, increase on debuff resistance. Riding skill A, increase performance of your own quick cards. Okay, quick card increase 10%, and then we have Kishijo-kun. What? Kishijo-kun A. Oh, Kishijo. So Night Queen. Okay, Kishi means night and Jo means queen. So Night Queen. Grant self increases the amount of guts recovered. Oh, I was seeing this. On her thing. Okay, wait a minute. Grants self increases the amount of guts recovered 1 time and increases the attack power 3 turn of all allies excluding self before guts is activated. What? Okay, wait a minute. What? Increases amount of guts recovered 1 time. Increases the attack power 3 times of all allies excluding self before guts is activated. Okay, so before it's activated, you increase your party attack. Okay, right. And then we have King of Muino, which has no effect. So there's an extra passive that she has. Increase all allies bond strength, increasing reserves by 25% upon clearing a quest. Invalid when in support. And then there's like a lot of other bonds you have. Okay, I'm not going to read all of that. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. So I forgot to like read her passives. So good thing I read it, because this Kishijo-kun, this one seems pretty interesting. Right. Alright, and there you go guys, that is it. Like I said, I think she's very very good. Like she might be busted, or I don't know, maybe not. I'm not really sure, but she's definitely like at least like a S tier character, I think. So probably even better than that, even more than that. Like I said, she's probably one of the busted characters. Let me know. But yeah, like makes sense. Like one of the she's a New Year character, and she's like the first New Year character that we're getting after 10 years of FGO and after the main story has concluded. So they went full crazy with her. Right, so yeah, there you go. So that is it guys, that was Lord Logres. Now the question that I answer every single time, will I be summoning for her 2 years later? Yes, definitely. I'll be crazy to not summon her. Anyone would be crazy to not summon her. I'll definitely summon her. I'll try to keep a little bit for her to summon her at the end. So yeah, there you go, that's what I think. So that is it, and let me know in the comments what you think about this character and other stuff that you want to share. So thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next FGO video which will probably be tomorrow with the GSSR. I'll be there. NA GSSR, New Year GSSR. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.